Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. We finally got a game to talk about. Yes, we're playing Middlesbrough this Friday, which could be a interesting game to say the least. Lots of things have been happening over the past break, which Maloto obviously hasn't been on the channel, so we'll get his thoughts on everything surrounding, well, everything that just happened. Paul Pogba, I believe he's supposed to be in this game, so we can hope that he's back. And obviously lots of players left. No Tonys, no Donnies. You know, obviously, there's another one which we will get to, but some serious allegations, that one. But yeah, we're gonna get into all of it. Smash a like, subscribe if you're new. Maloto, I'm glad to have you back. I'll be honest with you, it's really felt. I don't know about you guys, but because I've been doing like a show every day, it felt like an eternity since I've last spoken to you guys. So, how are you doing? And yeah, what's been going on with United?
Yeah, no, a lot to talk about, like completely different picture from the last time we talked, and yeah, no, it's been all right, I don't think any United fan could say it's been good over the last few weeks or so because of the allegations we're hearing about Mason Greenwood, and yeah, it is just a lot. It is just a lot, honestly, and without getting too deep into it, obviously our thoughts are with the victim, which, hopefully she's getting all the help she needs and all of that. And, I guess this just reminds us, as much as we idolize these people, at the end of the day, they are just human. And I think the idolizing should always just end on the pitch, and the law should take its course beyond that because, no one's above the law, And yeah, that's all I have to say about it, really.
All right. And with regards to the transfer window, because obviously when I haven't heard your thoughts on that. Outgoings, no incomings.
Yeah, I guess we knew, it's United style, we don't really, the last good piece of business we did was Bruno, and that was so once in forever. But we never really do anything in January. We're always quiet in Jan, and yeah. I've been seeing a lot of people angry online, I don't know how to feel, to be honest. I don't know how to feel. Yes, we need a DM. We definitely need a DM. And we can't... When you compare our owners to Man City's owners, to Liverpool's owners, to Newcastle's owners now, they're clearly shite, and it's not even on the same level. But, yeah, no, I don't want to sound like a spoiled brat after getting Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane in the summer and acting like, they haven't done anything, So I just don't know how I feel about it. But beyond that, yeah, we're looking thin. We're looking very thin at the moment. I think Donny leaving, I find it ridiculous, honestly, because who do we have creatively? We have Bruno, Lingard. Lingard's not that great, doesn't play.
They didn't allow Lingard to go. The Glazers blocked that move. Ralph said he can go. Jesse wanted to leave, but the Glazers said no.
Yeah. So I think we have numbers in our midfield, but it's not real quality, and that's the problem, And I feel like letting go of Donny. Donny's free,
Donny's free. Okay. We get to see him. He's not completely gone just yet, but at least we get to see.
Maybe he'll impress and come back, But I just don't get it, I feel like Donny should have always been getting game time because he's such a talented player, and that's a waste, I can imagine Ralph wanted to keep him, but Donny's just fed up, So yeah. I don't blame him there. Tony, I know that one hurt for you, and I know Sevilla are really happy to have Tony, and I think it could be great for them, I think they're also in the title race against Real Madrid, and I think this could turn the tables for them, so it'd be interesting to watch that one. But for us, it's Rashford now, ain't it?
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to have Martial back right now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and especially after that game, it's like he had that game, he just dropped the mic and just walked off, That's what he did,
That's exactly
and yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
Ahmad as well. Wouldn't it be nice to have Ahmad gone?
Yeah, a lot of depth. We have good depth coming to the season. Now it doesn't look like it anymore.
Yeah.
So it sucks, but at the same time, our rivals for top four haven't really strengthened. So I guess it's not that much of a train smash. I think we're still in a position to make top four.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. But enough about all of that stuff. Let's get into the football, shall we? Because it's been a very, very long time since we could get into the actual football, So, Middlesbrough, FA Cup. This is a big game because I do believe we should win the FA Cup. We really should try to win the FA Cup, So, I want to win this game. This team on my left currently is a very strong team. And I don't know if Ralph will play. I do believe some of these players will definitely play. but we do play Burnley very soon. I believe we're playing Middlesbrough on Friday and Burnley's on Tuesday. So that's going to be quite a quick turnaround. But the players have had a bit of a break. You know, I think that if you want to take this seriously, maybe this is a bit overkill. But lots of these players, like Rashford, like Sancho, like Pogba, they haven't really been playing. Even Maguire to an extent. Luke Shaw also. So those players really haven't been playing lately. So, you know, as much as it's strong, some of them haven't played a lot of football. So it wouldn't be wrong not to pick them. So I don't mind. Some of you guys might think it's overcool. Maybe you bring in the Hannibals, the Ilanga still. We'll discuss about that. But also Mulot, I don't know if you know, but with regards to Middlesbrough, they're obviously in the championship. They're currently 6th in the championship. Pretty good breach of form. Won 4 of the last 5 games. Lost that one. But they are 6th. They are 6th. And some players that we might know as United fans or football fans in general. A certain Aaron Connolly from Brighton. I don't know if you remember him. Balogun from Arsenal. Do you know him? Matt Crooks. Do you know him? Okay. This one you should know.
Okay, the Brooks sounds familiar.
Crooks, yeah. And then this one of our own. I definitely remember him because I thought he'd be something, but it didn't turn out that way. Paddy McNair. Do you remember Mr.
Oh, Paddy, I remember Paddy. Yeah.
You remember Mr. Paddy?
I think it was you showing me pictures of how he's bulked up now.
Yeah. Well, obviously he's a very grown man now, so you would hope so. But yeah, so certain few players and one of our old, Paddy McNair, is right there. So it could be interesting. But with regards to our quality, I think we should walk this. We no disrespect to Middlesbrough, and with United, never say never, because we will find a way to somehow botch it up and make it harder for ourselves than it needs to be. But if we are serious, there should be a dub, and there should be us going into the next round of the FA Cup. You know, so how do you think this is gonna play? Do you think there will be any problems even if we play a weaker team? How do you think it's gonna go down?
Interesting game. I think it'll be an interesting game. I think the turnaround from Friday to Tuesday is actually for how intense the schedule's been. It's great.
Yeah, it's not a bad break. It's a good enough break.
What it usually is, it's great, you know. And yeah, no. Look, Arsenal signing a DM. As much as I'm not that angry because one, I expected it, you know. But I feel like Arsenal signing a DM for me just lowered my expectation for the season. Like for me, what I see now is top 4 done, because I just don't see, without reinforcing that position, how when you get to latter stages we overcome the Man Cities of this world. How maybe by some miracle we win the Champions League. You know, I don't see how we go to a Bayern with a DM alone. Without a DM, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, so yeah, that's a bit of a yikes.
We got Scott McTominay Maguire against Bayern. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a. It will be a bit of a.
Honestly, I'm hoping Maguire's dropped. I'm hoping Rolf wasn't messing around, and he won't play most of the games because I can imagine Lindelof was out there. Lindelof might be back, you know. And yeah, he must play FA Cup. He mustn't play Premier League. He mustn't play Champions League, you know, because he's shite. But let's not go there because we'll go on forever. But yeah, no, it's gonna be an interesting game. I don't know if Pogba will play. I remember Ralph saying that he thinks he'll be back.
I think Pogba will be. Well, we'll know probably tomorrow because I think Ralph might do a press conference tomorrow, so we'll get more clear stuff. But yeah, let's just assume that Pogba could play from what we last know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, he doesn't strike me as the manager who takes those type of risks, playing players who aren't fully recovered. But you know, there's a chance, as you say, and it'd be great to have Pogba back because I feel like he's gonna improve us massively because our biggest problem is in the midfield, you know. And as we've talked about the engine, you know, the creativity from the midfield, you know, it's just very stagnant, just right to left, you know, with Fred and Scott. So with Pogba back, yeah, it's a completely different ball game, and I'm excited to see. We haven't really seen this combination flourish, you know, because as you've said a lot of times, you think these are probably the 2 best in that position in the world, you know. And I agree. I feel like Pogba maybe is a bit of a letdown from time to time with his consistency, but I do think this could be special, you know.
Yeah, so, it's just about the guy behind him, which is the big problem.
Yeah, and we're playing with 1 now, as you've shown there, so yeah. It's a yikes.
Exactly, and we know what happens when Pogba and Scott McTominay play with each other. For some reason, it just don't work because Pogba's like, "Oh my God, do your job, fam! Now I must do your job," and Pogba can't really do that job. Yeah. So it's a bit of a yikes, that partnership. So let's just see how it goes. Even if they're not at their best, they still should beat Middlesbrough. I mean, come on, I mean, come, you should beat Middlesbrough if you are serious in life, you know. So
Yeah, yeah. I kind of think at this point in time the difference is in the manager because we didn't get a DM. Scott's shite. So I think the difference is in the manager now, and Ralph needs to make some magic happen, you know. And I don't think I was here for our last game, the reaction, and
oh yeah,
yeah, I think in that game, going forward, we were shite as always. But defensively, you know, as Ralph said, I think we are seeing an improvement in terms of the shape of the team, you know. So hopefully it's a step in the right direction, you know. And I think if we can build on that and just work on how we are when we're on the ball and trying to create chances, I think we can get something going, you know. And Ralph's had what, a week to work on this, you know. Players not gone, so I'm expecting a performance.
I'm also
at the very least.
I'm also expecting a performance. Whether it's these guys, maybe some of the kids, because Hannibal's also back, and we all know how the talks about Hannibal are. So let's see. I'm excited for this game in general because it's been a very long time, you know, and we need football back. So some insights though to the game. United, I believe, have not lost to Middlesbrough. So Manchester United have remained unbeaten in the last 13 matches with Middlesbrough across all competitions. They won 8 and they drew 5, with the last meeting in 2017. So yeah, that's one of those. United have also won 28 of their last 31 home FA Cup matches against sides from a lower division. So that's another positive, you know. So basically all points are pointing to a United victory. But you know how United are. So.
You know how Middlesbrough play, like their playing style. They're very pragmatic.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't know how Middlesbrough play because we can't obviously where we are from. We can't really watch freaking championship and stuff like that. But considering that that's why I checked their table. Considering that they're 6th in their table, I mean,
must be doing something right.
Now, arguably, because if you're 6th in the championship,
what am I saying?
Yeah, 6th in the championship. I don't know about that one. So.
Isn't that like qualification or something? I don't know.
6th in it's top 3. Maybe you go to the playoffs in the championship.
No, I mean like playoff qualification.
Yeah, the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, but it's not great.
Yeah, 6th. But like I said, so out of 28 games in the league, they've won 13. They've drawn 6 and they lost 9. They've scored 32 goals in 28 games, which are not bad. But they've conceded 26, which is also, I guess, not that bad. But yeah, judging from the other teams in the championship, they're still a bit off the pace. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Like I said, you know, let's just see what happens. They do have some Premier League players in their team though, whether it's on loan or transfers. So we'll just have to take it as it comes. Either way though, it should be a dud for United.
Yeah, this is an opportunity to batter a team. Honestly, I think it's an opportunity to show that we're made of and maybe build momentum from that. Because I doubt they'll like completely sit back and be completely defensive because they know that. You know,
that's a cup game. Yeah, it's a cup game. You might as well go for it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think so.
So I'm expecting some probably Route 1 football, you know, some classic English football, and yeah, they'll probably give us a game. But as you said, we should win this game.
The manager, we do know, and judging from the manager, I can tell you now that it's going to be Park the Bus. You know, I'll be honest with you. It's Chris Wilder. So it's
Wilder.
Sheffield's
5 at the back.
Yeah, 5 at the back. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Now we know. Thank you.
Okay, though. I remember when he was in the Premier League, he was introducing the attacking centre backs. Remember all that whole thing?
Yeah, but like I said, you know, one good season and then you get relegated. No, it's not. It's just not it. It's just not it. You know.
No, the second season was
exactly. It's not it. So we know how they're gonna play now because they got Chris Wilder as their manager. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, very interesting. Let's talk about the team on my left. Oh, you want to say something?
No, I was actually about to go there. I was about to say that, as you said, it'd be interesting to see maybe a Hannibal because with Tony gone, there's space for the youth to come up, you know. Maybe Langa will play because he seems to like Langa and it's an FA Cup game. Or maybe he's going to shove him straight as in Langa.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, like, maybe if Langa really is the first choice, maybe don't play Langa this game, play him against Burnley and let's see how it goes. Play Rashford in the youth games. Let's just see how it is. But yeah, let's talk about this team. David De Gea, no reason to drop him. I believe you won Premier League Player of the Month as well. So it just tells you everything about that Mr. David De Gea at the moment. Undroppable. Then
I think Ollie would drop him in this game.
Yeah, Ollie's a potato. We know how it is. Ollie's just a potato. So yeah, you know how that goes. Then in terms of the backline, I think Shaw should play this game. Honestly, I think Shaw should play this game. I don't think Tellers has really crooked whole of that position as much as the low has on the opposite side. So I think Shaw should still play, should get a chance. I believe in Luke Shaw. I still think he's probably better than Alex Telles at the moment. So give Luke Shaw the game. Should be a light work game for Luke Shaw, to be honest. Maguire is Maguire, even though I don't want him to play.
It's Maguire's level. So
Yeah, this is Maguire's level, so he should be fine. He should. I emphasize should. But this man has been relegated at least 4 times in his life, so you never know. Might even be above his level. So Maguire will play. Varane might be a bit overkill, but like I said, they've had a big break, so you might as well. And if you want to play Victor Lindelof, I mean, play him really, because he might not get game time. It just depends who's Ralph's main centre backs, and Varane is definitely one of them. And then for me, you could argue for Wan-Bissaka. You know, why not play Wan-Bissaka in a Middlesbrough game? But for some reason, I think Ralph just really likes the low so much, and he doesn't like Wan-Bissaka at all, that he might just play the low anyways. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I don't think Ralph's interested in sentiment, you know. You haven't played, you want game time, that's not his problem. You know, so if you have a problem, go. That's why I feel like he's willing to let go of players we feel like he shouldn't, because he feels like, I'm not going to play you because it's not part of the plan, so it is what it is. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I feel like he will probably play a strong team with a little mixture, like French players here and there, because I kind of feel like he wants the players to gel and learn how to work together, you know. So, yeah, I think Shaw should be starting in general, as you say, because I think Telles hasn't really done it. But at the same time, he might think that because it's a lesser position, there's more space for Telles to show us what he's really made of, you know. So it's going to be interesting. But I don't know. I'm going to guess and say it's going to be Telles and Dallo, sadly. And then in between, I would like to see Lindelof, but, you know, Maguire's the captaincy, you know. I guess that gets him some game time, you know, even under Ralph.
Yeah, it's his level.
Yeah. It's his level, you know. So, yeah, Varane is overkill, but like I said, he probably wants him to get as much game time as possible. So, yeah, I can see this backline happening.
Yeah.
But as I said, with Telles, yeah.
I also think so. Like you said also, I think, you know, you just want to build the chemistry with your first team. And Ralph, he really hasn't gotten the momentum just flowing, you know. We haven't really had that, you know. It's always been different situations, this, that. So, we'll just have to see. But yeah, anyways, moving into the midfield. Oh, and I tell you what, forget Scott. You know, that Scott, that position, Chai. Okay, it's Chai. Just play Matic even in this game. I honestly wouldn't mind playing Matic in a game like this. Matic should be able to 100% deal in a game like this. And if you play Matic in this game, who's an actual real CDM, then the next 2 midfielders will have freedom beyond freedom. And the next 2 midfielders is 1, Bruno Fernandes, and 2, Paul Pogba. Now the only reason I wouldn't have this midfield is if Pogba isn't fit. And if Pogba isn't fit, I don't want to see McFred. Let me see Hannibal instead, brother. Please, I'm begging. Please, I'm tired of McFred. They might actually cost the game like against the midfield, but this is also their level. Scott McTominay, Fred, this is their level also. You know, so I hope it's this midfield. I really hope, even though I don't like Scott, I'd still rather prefer Madala Matic. You know, I really would. But it's inevitable that it probably would be this midfield going forward. But I'm excited to see Paul Pogba back. Obviously, Bruno is Bruno Fernandes. And then we just close our eyes and we hope and pray that the guy behind him doesn't cost us the game in the midfield. But yeah, what do you think about the midfield, Mr. Maluk?
Yeah, no, if there's any position that needs to gel, it's the midfield, you know. So once again, you might say, let me play Scott because, you know, I need to get them, you know, playing well together. But at the same time, you know, Scott is so much of a cost that he might just say, you know what, let me play Matic, you know. So
might even just play Fred.
Interesting. Maybe just play Fred, you know. But I think out of the 3, he seems to prefer Scott, you know. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Defensively, we didn't concede a goal again, and we won 1-0. Yes, as I said, on the ball we were crap. When we got a lucky goal at the end, I guess we were inspired by the substitutes, specifically Tony. But beside that, defensively, we were solid, you know. They couldn't get through us, you know. And besides what game? Besides Villa, you kind of been seeing the defensive improvement. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe that's going to start working in our favour. Maybe they'll work in Scott's favour, because maybe with better shape and a better plan, he can have a bit more freedom, you know.
Better players.
So it's going to be...
Also.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, you know. If we can somehow give Scott freedom, give Pogba freedom, give Bruno freedom, somehow... I don't know how we do that. If someone did that, then yeah, it's a party. But yeah, no, I think we'll probably see Scott. I don't know with who, but we'll probably see Scott. Pogba, I have a feeling we won't see him, but I'd love to see him. And I have a feeling we're seeing Jesse Lingard in this game.
I did make a video yesterday saying that Ralph is definitely not in charge and not in power because of the whole Lingard thing. And so people even like Mark was saying that, you know, if we start seeing Lingard all of a sudden, that tells you everything you need to know about this club, you know. Because Ralph hasn't used him twice, and he was still shite. And then Ralph never ever used him again. So all of a sudden we start seeing Lingard in the team. I don't know what to tell. I honestly don't know what to tell.
I don't know. This is a cup game, you know, so it's the time that you play these type of players.
Washed.
You know?
This is also Lingard's level. Washed. Not having.
Let's not go there. You know my feelings about Lingard. I don't think he's that bad. Okay, I'll accept that maybe he shouldn't be at this club because
Yeah, he should. Lots of these players shouldn't be
it.
at this club.
Yeah. But I do think he's here, you know, so might as well use him, and I think he can give a shift, especially in games like this.
I'd rather
want to see
not.
Pogba at the end of the day.
I wanna see Pogba or I wanna see Hannibal. That's what I really wanna see in the midfield, especially Hannibal. Yeah, I would like, if it's not Pogba, give me Hannibal. Give me Hannibal. You know, so that's just how I. But yeah, we'll have to see.
But I don't know where I read this, but I read like maybe there was a tweet saying that Ralph has promised Lingard some game time, so it was part of him staying or something like that.
But I do think Ralph does like some of our young players, and I think Hannibal is one of them, just like Ilanga. And you know, everyone loves Hannibal, so let's see how Hannibal goes on. So I would at least expect maybe Hannibal to be on the bench, you know. So let's see. Then the front three comes. I think Rashford will play because now it's kind of dire. For all of a sudden, our forwards dire. So Rashford's gonna have to play, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you might look at it. For me, unfortunately, but we need Rashford to be firing. Then I don't know if Ronaldo will play this game because, you know, it might just be like, you know, screw it, let Cavani play the cup game, Ronaldo will play in the league again. Doesn't really matter. But like you said, if you want them to gel, maybe, you know, after the long break, you want Ronaldo just to get some game time. So I do think Ronaldo will definitely make an appearance, possibly. Well, maybe you won't, but just like, who else is there really? Ilanga, there's no Mason, there's no Martial, so there's just really Cavani. I don't really know. So let's see about that. And I think Sancho has to play. Obviously, he missed out some games due to personal reasons, but he's back. We need to get Sancho firing. He hasn't been a regular starter, also because of Mason Greenwood, but now Mason Greenwood is not with us. So, it's time for Jadon Sancho. It's Sancho's time, you know, and even before then, I still would have played Sancho regardless, because he's just that creative winger, which we don't have. So, that's the front three I think we'll play. What do you think, Maloto?
Yeah, once again, like Maguire, maybe this was Rashford's level, so hopefully.
Yeah. That was a bad
hopefully he can show him, you know. Maybe against championship teams he can beat 10 players and score well, you know. So it's gonna be interesting to watch Rashford, and I guess in that sense I'm excited. And then moving on from that, Ronaldo, yes, it is overkill.
I think. But is Cavani not overkill at all? We just have good strikers.
Ronaldo though, geez, my life.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Like, want me to okay, but I guess the players would love it. The child that most of our players, you know, to play against Ronaldo. Even if he might smack you, it's fine. You know, you played against Ronaldo. You know, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And yeah, if he plays, I can see him getting a couple of goals here and there. And knowing Ronaldo, he wants to play every game.
Oh, Ronaldo wants to. He knows. He's looking at this game as like, play me in this game. Play me. I want some goals. Play me in this game. So
he won't be the one saying I don't want to play. He's saying I definitely want to play. You know, so it's up to Ralph. And I think maybe Ralph will start him, but maybe let's take him off.
I don't think
he's tried that before.
But both of them should. Like, this is the one game where I wouldn't like need my striker to play the full game. I would 100%, whether Cavani starts or Ronaldo starts, halftime, bang, both of them off. Well, one of them off for the other one. So
we'll see. You know, if we're like 4-0 up and there's 30 minutes left and Ronaldo hasn't scored and Ralph takes him off.
Yeah, it depends. Like if Ronaldo starts and there's no goal, like, and it's still like coming towards the end game, I wouldn't take Ronaldo off anyways because I was like, nope.
Yeah,
even if
we're like 3-0 up, but he hasn't scored, and they take him off, it's going down. So it's gonna be interesting, you know.
But that's just how Ronaldo is.
Yeah, I can see him starting and maybe Cavani coming on. Maybe not for him, maybe for like Rashford or something. And then Sancho has to play, as you said. Sancho should play every single game. Because if Sancho plays, Ronaldo is Ronaldo, you know. If he doesn't, then he's isolated, you know, and can't really do much. So, yeah, I think we've been holding ourselves back, not playing Sancho as much as we can, because our other wingers just can't do it, you know.
Yeah. I've lost my eraser for the whiteboard, so we're just gonna have to use some tissue paper here in an old school way. But yeah, I think it should be a good game. Like I said, even do you expect any I don't know surprise starters in this thing?
I don't know, maybe some new player. I don't know. Maybe there's a chance maybe Dino could start. I guess a small chance. But besides that, I don't really see it.
Well, Dino's move was also blocked. Newcastle and Watford wanted him on loan, and the board also blocked. Ralph said they can go. Glazers were like, nope, blocked. So
Strange.
yeah, tells you
Very
everything.
strange.
Now for the interesting part. I've learned my lesson though. I've learned my lesson not to get excited. So if you would like to go first, Mr. Maloto, you can go first.
It's Middlesbrough, come on! Come on!
We don't smash any team. We don't smash any team.
That's a good point. Yeah. Okay, let me come back to my senses. I think, once again, we won't concede a goal. I think we'll be solid. But as you say, even after these weeks, I think on the ball we'll probably maybe be slightly better, but not great at all. So, I'm going to go 2-0 United.
Save 2. I'll be happy. As long as we also dominated the game. We can't have Middlesbrough dominating us and then counter-attacking. We win the game 2-0. And that I refuse to have. This game, I want to see what Rock preaches. Control. I would love a clean sheet. But when you have Scott McTominay and Maguire in your team, yeah, that's hanging on a string with the clean sheet. So, I never fully believe we're going to keep a clean sheet. For the sake of that, I'm just going to give Middlesbrough 1. Because we're probably going to concede some physical. And then I do think we'll outscore them. And I think, at the end of the day, it's just going to be down to how much quality we have over Middlesbrough. And yeah, so I think we will win 2-1. I think it should definitely be a win. I think we will control the game. I think we'll look dominating, but it's United. So that one dizzy tap-in goal far post because Maguire is marking Luke Shaw or something. Yeah, exactly. Maguire is hugging Varane or something. That'll happen. So a day I can only save us so many times. So let's just see what happens. But yeah, I'm excited to have football back. What I want to see from the players, some leadership this weekend. Everything that's been happening around the club. It's not like you can just ignore it.
Yeah.
So there needs to be some leaderships in there. They need to show some show emotion. I'm definitely no one's gonna be happy about the situation at United. So now you gotta show the fans and everyone else, your teammates, that your minds are clear and you're gonna go win this game and you're gonna keep building on that. We cannot have us, dwelling on the problems of the past. So let's just see what happens. Wait, is this game at Old Trafford? Actually, yeah, it's at Old Trafford as well. So fans will be there. Should be a good game. Is there anything else you want to say, Miloto?
The nice thing about playing at Old Trafford is the fans, not us playing progressive football, So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, it was good to talk about football again. It was good to have you on the show again, Mr. Miloto. So if you are new, do subscribe, do smash a like, and we shall see you all again tomorrow for probably the press conference if he is doing one, and then Friday is match day, obviously. So see you all then. Goodbye.